Then, pulling out 2 tickets, Nick enthusiastically invites Ella to go watch the game together. It's clear that he has a crush on her. But Ella knows her time is limited and truly doesn't want to hold Nick back. She's tasted the bitterness of broken hopes and doesn't want to leave him with unrealistic expectations. She musters courage to decline. Life's like this, full of love, buried deep in insecurity, careful to get close. As you bid farewell, feeling hopeless, you realize mutual love. God seems to hide happiness in a corner, unreachable when weakest. Only then do you learn of its existence, filling your heart with regret. Afterward, Ella heads to the bank. Under the astonished gaze, she withdraws all the money from her account and that night buys a direct flight to Snow City. She books the most luxurious hotel in town, determined not to hold back anymore in the few weeks she has left. It's time to check off each item from her bucket list. Not long after, Ella arrives at the dream hotel, and as soon as she gets settled, she can't wait to kick off her wild experience. First, she uses an electric facial device for wrinkles. Then, a rock bigger than her head for heat therapy. Lastly, a twig massage. So puzzled, Ella grits her teeth and tries them all. Afterward, new ideas pop into her head. She steps into a high-end boutique to change her look, asking staff for a stunning outfit. Not to mention, luxury wear transforms. Ella, usually modest, glows with confidence in those outfits, regal or supermodel-like. Facing an array of stunning styles, Ella is dazzled and ultimately chooses a slightly understated red gown. In her new dress, Ella heads to the hotel restaurant, where the chef is her long-admired idol. Eager to taste her idol's creations, Ella orders everything on the special. To show respect, she makes no special requests, just waiting to feast. Ella's ordering style stuns the staff. Her bold order stuns the servers and catches Matthew's attention. His assistant hears that Ella is also an American and even staying in the same presidential suite, which makes Matthew suspicious. He's never heard of her. Plus, rich folks don't order like this. When Matthew and the others order, they love to throw in bizarre requests to show off their unique taste. Little do they realize that this is precisely what chefs, especially renowned ones like Dean, despise the most: unauthorized menu customization. But Matthew simply doesn't give it a second thought. To please the senator, build his empire, he insists Dean serve. When Dean finally appears, he sits beside Ella, under everyone's gaze, seeing she understands his taste in food. The more they chat, the closer they become, frustrating Matthew, who feels Ella is against him. What he never expected is the senator he's been sucking up to suddenly takes a liking to Ella. After she has eaten and drunk enough, Ella decides she doesn't want any more. Ella returns to the hotel for hot springs after eating, followed quietly by the senator. She isn't interested. She straightforwardly admits that she's a broke gal, yet this candidness makes the senator think she's mysterious and surely hiding some secrets. And this scene just happens to be captured by Matthew, further deepening his suspicion that Ella is competition. He suspects she's a corporate spy. As the two prepare to retreat to their rooms to devise a plan, entering the elevator creates a tantalizing tension. They kiss uncontrollably, but in the very next second, Matthew becomes even more infuriated, prompting her to silently vow to uncover the identity of that woman. Unbeknownst to her, Ella was once an employee. The next day, Ella seeks thrills at the ski resort, where the instructor tells her the key to skiing well is courage. For Ella, that's a piece of cake. After a few falls, she quickly masters the art of skiing. The speed soars, Ella loses control, racing down the slope. Coincidentally, Matthew with Senator spots Ella screaming past. He secretly hopes she crashes to save face. Matthew immediately dashes after her, challenging Ella, but she doesn't even have the time to entertain him. Ella intended to use Matthew's presence to stop herself, but accidentally sends him tumbling to the ground instead. Matthew can't swallow this embarrassment. He chases after Ella, ready to argue, but the next moment, they slide right off the trail. Luckily, Ella's beginner's luck keeps her steady on her feet, but Matthew isn't so lucky. The poor guy ends up embarrassed again. To remove Ella, Matthew orders his assistant to watch her closely, find out her sender. The next day, Ella enjoys a massage when assistant barges in. Masseuse is too strong. Assistant yells immediately. Seeing a fellow bottom-tier worker being picked on, Ella bravely speaks up in defense of the masseuse, completely silencing the assistant with her rebuttal. The assistant feels guilty. Later, she seeks Ella out, admitting helplessness. In her naive belief, Matthew will divorce his wife to marry her, yet she has to rely on exchanging favors to get resources. Ella kindly advises her not to be foolish. Who knows if this heartfelt conversation will serve as a wake-up call for the young secretary. But after returning, she seems far less compliant with Matthew. That evening, the senator invites Ella to dinner again, though Matthew is filled with resentment. However, respecting the senator, Matthew keeps silent. Unexpectedly, the waiter comes with news for Ella. The chef has prepared a sumptuous feast just for her. Ella politely invites the senator to join her, resulting in the rest of the crew indulging in a feast too. Only Matthew sits alone, as everyone else is captivated by Ella's unique charm. Reluctantly, he joins in and invites them to tour his glass factory the next day. When everyone hears Ella's plan to fly off the dam, they are all intrigued by this thrilling adventure. The senator even cancels her previous arrangements to join Ella. Matthew finally can't hold back and straight up confronts Ella, clearly challenging her. But when they stand at the edge of the dam, Matthew's legs turn to jelly, even losing control. Ella takes a deep breath and boldly leaps into the thinking, hey, I don't have much time left anyway, dying here is better than on an operating table. The others are shocked by Ella's reckless courage in the face of death. Ultimately, Ella lands smoothly in the designated area. After the dam flight, she becomes the bravery symbol and famous.